Hey, everybody, it's Big Friday. I'm Bruce Marshall. Time to talk about some more NFL preseason football for tonight. We'll get to that in just a second. First of all, though, a couple of quick housekeeping reminders. Like always, don't forget to click that subscribe button on your screen right there. Make sure you can get all of our WagerTalk TV videos. Also, don't forget, special package we've got going right now on my picks, and this is for the rest of the season or the rest of the year through December 31st. That's all picks. That's Major League Baseball going really well right now this summer. NFL preseason action going right now. We've also got college football coming up. NBA, college hoops not far away. NHL coming up soon. And, of course, Euro soccer at the end of the month. All that through the end of the year, every pick through December 31st, just $799. And that is about a $700 savings from the monthly price. So check that out now. Also, don't forget, go up to the Gold Sheet site there at the WagerTalk website. You can check out some of the college football previews that I've had up there. Also, make sure to secure your copies of the Gold Sheet coming up very shortly here. At the end of the month, we'll be kicking into college football on a weekly basis and then the NFL shortly after that. One last note, we got a 5% NFL preseason play going tonight in preseason action. You can go online to my page, check that out right now as well. Okay, let's get to this Friday night action. And the game we're talking about tonight is at MetLife Stadium up in the Meadowlands in New Jersey, and it's the Bucs against the Jets. And you can see from the crawl at the bottom of the screen what we're looking at numbers-wise tonight here at MetLife with a kickoff at 7 p.m. Eastern time this evening. The Bucs are an underdog here tonight with the Jets about a 5.5-point favorite tonight across the board. The total 35 and a half split pretty evenly between the over and under there, minus 110 each way. And the money line, though, you're laying a pretty big price with the Jets there. If you want New York in the money line, minus 258, the Bucs plus 210, something we might want to take a look at. We'll be talking about all of that in just a second. So what do we got here tonight? Now, we saw some action last night in preseason football, a lot of different faces in there, very few starters getting a look. This game won't be any different tonight. It is worth noting that the Bucs and Jets, though, have had their to go at each other already this week. 2 days of joint practices and fight-filled scrimmages up at Florham Park as the Bucs and the Jets got together earlier this week. And most of the starters, the work they got was in that scrimmaging there. So the first stringers both ways got some work. Don't expect to see that tonight. Todd Bowles for the Bucs has already come out and said it's going to be backups all the way here tonight. The starters are going to take the night off. Aaron Glenn hasn't quite said that. He has, on the other hand, said everybody's going to play. Hasn't said how much, though most people think it's a very brief look for his starters tonight. Last summer, in August, Glenn gave his starters about 25 to 30 snaps across 3 preseason games. So you'd figure maybe one series for the starters tonight. That would probably include Geno Smith, the new quarterback for the Jets, though we'll see how that works out. The other way for the Bucs, this is interesting. Jake Browning, the new backup quarterback to Baker Mayfield, was looking pretty good in training camp, but he got knocked around and got hurt at the scrimmaging the other day against the Jets up at Florham Park, so he's probably not available tonight. Todd Bowles has already announced that Connor Bazelak is going to get the start at quarterback for Tampa Bay. So how is this all going to play out here tonight? First of all, I think this is a little bit of an overlay on the Jets because of the thought that Bowles has actually come out and said, I'm not going to play starters. Aaron Glenn's not going to play his starters much more than that, I don't think. We've also got to look at the Jets and what we've got right now and what we're hearing out of training camp for the Jets leading up to this preseason opener here on Friday night. Remember, last year, this team closed the season. The last month was one of the worst months on record in the NFL. They lost their last 5 games by an average score of 38-11, 27 points per game loss down the stretch last season. I was a little surprised that Aaron Glenn made it back from that. Yeah, he had some excuses. There were some injuries, including at quarterback. They were down to Brady Cook, rookie from Missouri, at the end of the season after Tyrod Taylor got hurt. And before that, Justin Fields hurt his knee. Fields and Taylor are gone right now. They've brought in Geno Smith, but the way that thing unraveled, it should not happen to an NFL team like that. And I'm not sure if the Jets have gotten back on track yet or not. From what we're hearing in camp, Geno was having some struggles in camp, and the offense wasn't really moving all that smoothly. The scrimmaging this week, the 2-minute drill at the end of the drill against the scrimmage against the Bucs, Geno not sharp, only 2 for 7 supposedly in that drill, just hasn't really looked all that good. Now, he's going to probably get a very brief look here tonight. And as always, a lot of these preseason games are going to be determined by the backup quarterbacks and the reserves. The backups here for the Jets, probably going with Clemson rookie Cade Klubnik right off the bat. And then you've got Bailey Zappi after that. From what we're hearing, Klubnik has had a few moments in training camp, but pretty erratic. And he's getting a lot of tunnel vision. He looks for that first option passing. If it's not there for him, he takes off and runs. In preseason, that's not necessarily the worst thing because you see mobile quarterbacks being able to do some more things in preseason. But I think it shows this is a touchy spot for the Jets here. They might have to go out and find another veteran backup quarterback before the season begins because I'm not sure. They're going to want to take a look at Klubnik, but I'm not sure he's the guy to back up Geno Smith, at least at this stage of his career, rookie from Clemson. And some of the same problems we saw last year at Clemson with Klubnik we're seeing in camp too. Zappi has supposedly outplayed him a little bit in camp, but he may not. He'll probably get some looks here tonight as well. But the quarterback situation is very iffy there for the Jets. On the other side, Bazelak, yeah, I mean, the Bowling Green quarterback, this is the third guy probably right now for Tampa Bay with Browning hurt and Baker Mayfield not playing tonight. But Bazelak did move the offense in a couple of preseason games last summer. So he has been in there before, and he has moved the offense some. There's one other thing going on with the Tampa Bay from what we're hearing down there is Jalen Daniels, the rookie quarterback from Kansas. Quite impressive. And we mentioned that about Klubnik able to scramble and improvise. Well, Daniels does that very well, even better than Klubnik as far as scrambling and improvising. And he's looked pretty exciting, apparently, in drills for the Bucs, and they're kind of high on him. So I think we're going to see some of Daniels tonight, and I'm not sure that's going to be a negative. So what do we got here? What are we looking at with the spread and the prices here? Listen, I think Tampa Bay is worth a look here. I don't trust the Jets. I know Tampa Bay is going with backups, but listen, they've been doing that in recent summers. They've won their last 2 preseason openers. Todd Bowles, 2-1 each of the last 3 preseasons. They generally look for sharper efforts. They look like the better team in the scrimmage this week. Now, that was with the first stringers. But the backups didn't fare badly as well. And Bazelak and Jalen Daniels, I have a little bit more faith in them than I do the Jets quarterbacks here. My question here is if I want to go money line with the Bucs, and I would really consider that pretty seriously. Plus 210, that's a pretty juicy price for a team I think has a shot to win. But let's stick with the regular spread here. Bucs plus 5.5. I think that looks really good here tonight. Probably a lower scoring game, maybe the under as well. But let's stick with that Bucs plus 5.5 as a recommendation here in MetLife and see how it goes. Okay, we'll be back later in the week to take a look, or into next week, we'll take a look at some more preseason football. And as always, don't forget, if you got a comment, hit the comment box on the screen there. Always love to hear from you. And don't forget those special deals we've got going, including tonight, we have a special 5% play in NFL preseason action on Friday night. Check that out on my page right now. Okay, so until next time, we'll talk some more football with you. I'm Bruce Marshall, and it's a goodbye from me.